self-reflection on implementing personal governance, setting a system similar to that of a corporation to monitor my life to see if I can improve using the three-pillar system common in the corporate world. I've been trying to implement this system as a result of not achieving goals over the past 2 years. I tried to lose weight. I've been trying to reduce screen time, but I haven't found any way that I could consistently check back on my performance to see how I was going. So I came to the conclusion one day in a corporate governance course, looking at how a corporation runs from a board of directors to the shareholders to the C-suite management and the employees underneath. Each level has accountability. There's checks and balances. There's clear reporting lines. There's deliverables. There's a clear strategy that everybody is working towards. And if people don't achieve that strategy, management can fire employees, the board can fire the CEO, and shareholders can replace board members. So there is pressure and accountability at every level. Similarly, there's monitoring. Corporations are filled with dashboards, whether that be for tracking revenue, cost per customer, their expenses. There's ways of tracking the output of the work that's being done within the organization. So there you have it. You have three pillars. You have your strategic overlay, there's a monitoring framework, and there's accountability built into a corporation. I wanted to build that in for myself. So what I've created here is called personal governance, which is strategy. I set a 1-year strategy with my goals and what I was trying to do during that year. I laid out at a high level how I'm going to monitor those goals, who I'm going to be accountable to, and any risks and some mitigants that I could foreshadow ahead of time. I then set up a monitoring system where on a daily basis, I record all my progress towards those goals that I set in the strategy. I transformed that daily data into a monthly dashboard, which I present to my accountability partner. This is an update of my November accountability report. The second month I've been implementing personal governance. Overall, November was a good month. My first objective to achieve 78 kilograms was off track during this month. I gained weight from my previous month. It was a big disappointment. I went from 84 kilograms to 85.1 kilograms, largely due to the amount of social engagements I had during the period. There were some major wins though. I ran a 42-kilometer trail marathon, and I implemented a new goal to reduce my screen time. So if we look at my KPIs via the dashboard I provided to my accountability partner, my first goal, which is achieve 78 kilograms, we can see that the KPI there is weight, and my target is 78 kilograms. My metric is 85.1, and I am off. These are the initiatives I have created for myself. We have weekly running. My metric is 38 kilometers against a target of 40. That was really good. My gym sessions per week, I had a target of 3. I achieved over 3 per week on average. And I had alcohol-free days. I wanted a target of 4, and I achieved 4. So that's a really good outcome. Now, my diet adherence, I wanted to achieve a diet adherence of 70%, but unfortunately I got 30%. That is largely due to a new mechanism I've set up for myself during the month of November, and we'll talk about that later. Now, if we move on to the next goal, which is implement personal governance, I have tracking my progress of the day of, which means on a daily basis, I track the kilometers I ran, the gym sessions I attended, if I drank alcohol or not. And I also track if I indeed did track on the day of. So that was 40%. This is significantly lower than my target. But the key win here was I implemented this new initiative over the month. I also have time spent on personal governance. I was aiming for 31 hours and refining my system, but I only achieved 22 with a target of 31 hours. I revised that target down from last month from over 62 hours to something more achievable. But one of the very exciting things that I implemented this month was a new goal, reducing screen time. And my KPI for that is 2 hours of screen time. Unfortunately, I was at 3.7, which is crazy considering how much time I spend on the screen at work. To assist with this goal, I've introduced 2 new initiatives. One is reading per week. So my target is 5 hours. I achieve 4 hours on average per week, which is great. I have meditation sessions which I target 5 sessions per week and I achieve 4. So that is all within target. This month is looking on average greener than the last period, and that is very exciting to see. Now for the key wins, nutrition is now set up. I have a MyFitnessPal app, and I'm going against a target of 10,000 kilojoules a day. That is proving to be onerous to track, but I'm going to stick with it for this month, and I might need to adjust this initiative for something else going forward. Another key win was having my new goal of screen time implemented, and both initiatives being tracked now. Key misses would be diet adherence is extraordinarily low. Weight did not change, actually increased. My monthly meeting with my accountability was not held on time due to my social engagements. So if I look at what caused that over the month, my diet adherence was low because I hadn't implemented the initiative. So I'm hoping that tracks better next period. And my drinking was high due to 2 weddings and a bachelor party. So caloric intake was extraordinarily high during that period. So corrective actions I'm going to be taking for December: maintain MyFitnessPal, reducing social engagements that involve the intake of alcohol, and I'm going to set my monthly meeting closer to the end of December to ensure there's a minimal lapse between the actual end of the month and the progress meeting.